Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. This morning, we complete 821 mornings together. Within these 821 mornings, we have been exploring Srimad Bhagavad Gita for 581 mornings. And within these 581 mornings, we will complete 400 verses, day by day by day. Such longevity is only, the Sanskrit word eva, is only possible due to grace. And we know grace not in a esoteric, abstract way. Grace is when one has guidance in their life. They feel it in their head, they feel it in their heart. Not taking any of this for granted. Relax your bodies. Enjoy breathing. Close your eyes and appreciate the 821, the 581, the 400, the grace, the guidance. Ma vidvishavahai. May we all understand ourselves and others. Our community is an effort to make our morning more meaningful. The more meaningful your morning, the earlier you'll wake up, the less you'll use your snooze button. You will be more dynamic. And it is lovely that for most of us, we engage our day when we feel the smile of each other. You see this background, you see the messy beard, you acknowledge your co-seekers that are with you. What we are learning, though, is to be more authentic and deep, that the source of our morning, for many, is meaningful mornings, but actually, factually, our morning starts sooner. What is the genesis of our morning? What is the prabhavam or source? I'm going to share with you a prayer to our earth. Some of you know this, some of you who don't, you will soon know this. Before I teach this, I want you to visualize Bhagavati Lakshmi. Bhagavati Lakshmi is Sri Krishna's partner. You can all see her. She is actually, factually, our earth. When you visualize her, I first want you to see her clothing. More authentic and deep, see her chest. More authentic and deep, see her center. Samudravasane Devi. Samudravasane Devi. Bhagavati Lakshmi. Vasane, your clothes. Samudra are the ocean. Bhagavati Lakshmi's clothes is the oceans water. Parvatastana mandale, Parvatastana mandale. Bhagavati Lakshmi, your chest is the mountain. More authentic and deep than her clothes is her body, her chest, and that is the mountains, that is the earth, water earth. Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam. You are the partner of Vishnu. Vishnu is the one who is all pervading, always looking at us, always looking after us. You are his partner. He is your partner. That is her center. From clothing to chest, what's deeper and authentic than our chest? Our heart or center. Since she is the partner of the one who is all pervading, she is the center of all. Namastubhyam. We revere you. As Bhagavati Lakshmi, as our earth, and now perhaps the most important part of this prayer, Padasparsham kshamasva me. Padasparsham, what do I keep doing? I keep touching you with my feet. I keep tripping on you. I keep kicking you. And so, kshamasva me, please forgive me. I revere you. If one actually factually reveres another, then one doesn't take them for granted. One will look for forgiveness. I'm sharing this with all of us to make our mornings even more meaningful, not when you just feel our smile, but rather when you feel the earth. This prayer is to be remembered, is to be said out loud before you touch the earth. After you've smashed your alarm clock, then you chant then you chant this prayer. And live like that. The oceans are her clothes, the mountains are her chest. She's the center of all. In chapter 10, verse 23, Sri Krishna shares that he is Shankara. One of my favorite forms of Bhagavan Shiva is Abhayankara, the one who is fearless. And so he is one who can catalyze the same. If I'm fear-filled, I can only share what I have. So if you want to nurture more courage, more fearlessness, upasana. Sit near him, see him, feel him. Sri Krishna shares he is Kubera, the treasurer of the wealth of the heavens. And he's made out to be ugly. How many of you have read or seen Lord of the Rings? You've read the book, you've seen the movie. I'm surprised that there's some hands that are not up right now. You know, it's 2022, yes? In this, there's a character. His name is Smeagol. And he's a hobbit, which really means he's this innocent being. Imagine a kid. And he finds this gold ring. And who does Smeagol become? Gollum. He gets possessed by this gold ring. His body starts to decay. His mind starts to decay. And anyone who has this ring the same happens to them. Another character in this book movie finds this, and Gollum keeps following him like a shadow. And what's fascinating is that Gollum is almost like an asura, is this darkness, like a shadow, that is competing with Gandalf, who is this sura, this whiteness, this light. That's what happens to us when we make our purpose possession. We become possessed. And then any living for peace is overshadowed. Lord of the Rings is our autobiography. Sri Krishna shares he is fire. In our shastras, in our science, there are 4 purifiers. Those 4 are earth, water, air, and fire. If you're concerned about your water, what do? You boil it, correct? If you're in the jungle and you have to cut someone to help them, what do you do with that knife? You heat it up. Since these are purifiers, doesn't it make sense to protect earth, water, air, fire? Finally, Sri Krishna shares he is Meru. Meru is a theological mountain where at the top the Devas live there. That theme is going to continue in the next verse. And the bottom of Meru, which is so wonderful, what is known to be the bottom of Meru is the Himalaya. The foothills of this infinite mountain is the Himalayas. We all think of the Himalayas being incredible. They're more than 30,000 feet tall, but that's just the foothills. That example will be coming up. We can personalize this by feeling that our spinal cord is Meru. At the top of our body, which is our head, that is where we should be thinking globally. And then as we come down to our hands, to our feet, act locally. Think selflessly and implement this. Next verse. Purodasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi partha brahaspatim senaninamaham skandaha sarasamasmi sagaraha. Most of these examples relate to the semi-gods. Purodhasam means amongst. Ujjwami Chinmayananda has written household priests. Other commentaries I've studied have shared amongst royal priests. The reference is Indra, his royalty amongst devas. Who is Indra's priest? Mukhyam, the greatest priest, Man, that is Sri Krishna. Vidhi Partha, Prince Arjuna, you should know this. And the name of this priest is Brihaspati. Amongst royal priests, they are great. The greatest is Brihaspati. His source is Sri Krishna. How we can relate to this, that Indra, who is the leader of the semi-gods, he needs guidance. Brihaspati is the guide of the devas. Personalizing this more, if you have power but no purity, that power causes your own self-destruction. This is what Sri Krishna is trying to share. The purity, the direction. In this verse, there's only 3 examples. The whole line is highlighting one of them. Senaninam, amongst the generals, commanders, Aham, Sri Krishna, is Skanda. Here, the generals, the commanders are the greatest or the great amongst the army of the devas, the semi-gods, and the greatest amongst them is Skanda, Bhagwan Skanda. His source is Sri Krishna. Skanda is the child of Bhagavati Parvati and Bhagwan Shiva. Bhagavati Parvati is an icon for Shraddha or faith. And Bhagwan Shiva is an icon for Vishwasa or trust. When faith and trust are married, then one can create Skanda, which means this toughness that one becomes unstoppable. Skanda also means shoulder. Don't we say put your shoulder into it? So that comes by faith and trust. Finally, Sarasam Asmi Sagaraha, amongst bodies of water, Asmi, Sri Krishna is Sagaraha, or the ocean. Amongst all the bodies of water, which is the grandest, the greatest? The ocean. Here again, the reference to the semi-gods is, at one point the earth was dug up and eventually filled in with the water from the Ganga. So that's what's the reference here. For us, personalizing this, in Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the teachers is the ocean, and what we can learn from the ocean is, on the surface as you relate to people, be bubbly, be cheerful, like the ocean, correct? But at the depth of yourself, be silent, be content. The ocean is bubbly and silent. We should be cheerful and content. Are you all enjoying these verses? Yes? It is all training in Genesis. Be more authentic, more deep. From inspiration to application, the recent application was to pray for me, you, us. I had read that prayers go up and blessings come down. I like to modify that prayers go up and blessings take one up. As you think, so you develop. If I keep praying to the divine, I'm going to be blessed to become like that. So it's not, stop praying now. Pray forever. And your application this morning is to the prayer that I shared with all of you towards Bhagavati Lakshmi, our earth. Incorporate that into your disciplines. Before your feet touch her, ask for forgiveness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.